guys, David Clayton here with GuitarBreakdown.com. Welcome back, and thanks for checking out another one of our free lessons. If you haven't seen these lessons before, these are just quick licks. You know, a lot of our other lessons go really in depth into all the theory and the craziness or whatever, but we like to do a couple quick licks where it's just learn a lick and maybe a few little quick concepts. And if you want to learn more about this stuff and go further in depth, again, check the description below and you can find a link to where you can hit me up for a Skype lesson and we can get further into this in a series of Skype lessons or just one lesson or something like that. But this is based on a Guitar Techniques magazine. I believe it was the 2009 issue, March. Pete Callard did a column on Charlie Parker. I think it was a two-part thing, so it might have been February and March. But I've said this a million times, again, not endorsed by Guitar Techniques magazine, but it is the best magazine out there, for my taste at least, and I advise everybody getting a transcription. The whole world should have a transcription, a subscription to them, because based on just the jazz section alone, everything's awesome. It's filled with so much stuff. Sean Baxter teaches that. Everybody, Guthrie used to teach articles there, but Pete Callard's one of my favorite jazz teachers as far as I've seen in magazines. Does a great job, amazing playing, blah blah blah. So we can keep talking about that. Anyway, if you guys like this video and want to see more of this, give a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, all that good stuff. All these things help us, let us know that you really want to see more of these types of videos. So without further ado, if you want the transcription, look in the description below and there's a link for that too. Otherwise, let's just get into this lick. So just like the last lesson we talked about, the quick lick lesson on Charlie Parker, this is based on the same chord progression. It's basically starting on the 4 chord, the B7 of F. Then it goes back to the 1 chord, and it does that turnaround. Right, so it's just this 3, 6, 2, 5, 1 in the key of F. Okay, so the idea of this lick, it goes, it starts out, and it's just basically playing an octave, an F note from the 10th fret of the G string, skipping the string, going to the 13th fret of the E string. And then it just goes 13, 12, 10, slide down to 8. And then it goes down an arpeggio from that 8th fret on the E string, 9th fret, B string, 10th fret on the G string. And then it ends on the 8th fret of the B string. Alright, then it goes up this arpeggio, which is real similar to an arpeggio that was played in the last Charlie Parker lick that we went over. Except the last one went, right, it started doing some chromatic stuff. But this one goes and just down some scale tones. So your 9th fret, G string, 10th fret, G string, slide, then 10th fret, B string, then 8th fret on the E string. And then you just walk down some scale tones, 12, 10, 8 on the E string. So the whole thing is. And then it goes down to that. You could either play it here or you could play the 5th fret on the E string or the 10th fret on the B string. I prefer the 10th fret on the B string. And it does this little trill of 6, 8, 6, slide down to 5. So you have. And then it goes down this arpeggio from that 5th fret of the E string to 6 and 6 on the B and G string to the 8th fret on the D string. on the G string, then it goes 8, 7, 5, 4 on the D string. So you have and it does a little nice chromatic movement on the G string from the 8, 5, 6, 7. So you have the whole thing is then it goes up an arpeggio, slide from the 7 to 8 on the D string, and then you just go down 1 fret up a string on the next string. So it's 8, 7, 6, 5 on the D, G, B, and E string. So you have then he walks up chromatically 5, 6, 7, 8 on the E string. And then you slide from the 5 to the 6 on the E. So then you just go down this arpeggio, which is 6th fret on the E, B, and G string, and the 8th fret on the D string. So you have and then you just pivot off 5th fret on the G string, 8th fret on the D string, then you go up this arpeggio. So you go 7th fret, D string, 5th and 5th on G and B string, and then the 8th fret to the 6th fret on the B string. So it's 5, 8, 6. And then it ends on the C note, which is the 5th fret of the G string. So the whole thing slow is right? Really cool lick, and let's get into just a few of the little concepts, and then we'll let you have at it.